everyone, it's Suzanne, your health coach, and it's Wednesday afternoon, and I'm here to share a bit more about my experiences when it comes to emotional eating and weight loss and my weight journey, and also to give you food tips, especially about the foods that we love when we make them really bad. So I've been off sugar for, probably a month and a half, not including whole fruit. I'm a firm believer that you can eat whole fruit because of the fiber. But I've been off added sugars. And I've seen a huge improvement. So my legs don't hurt anymore. My knees aren't sore. I'm not bloated. I have so much more energy. All those things you hear about, they're actually true. I'm going to tell you from personal experience. I know that, and you may already know that too. And my body craves greens and fruits and veggies. It loves them. It gives me so much more energy. I feel so much more fueled. And here's what happened about a week ago. I had some sugar, and it was a couple of birthdays we were celebrating, and there was homemade lemon cake made from scratch from an amazing baker, actually my sister-in-law. And I thought, okay, I'm going to have one. And I had one, and it was beautiful. It wasn't overly sweet, but there was definitely sugar in there. And then a little later on, I had some chocolate. And all of a sudden, the slippery slope started. And let me tell you, we create these beliefs around food for ourselves that don't help us, that almost make us determine how we feel about ourselves. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. So when I started down that slippery slope, eating a bit more sugar than I really wanted to, fell off the wagon. How many times have we said that to ourselves? Or I suck. Or why don't I have the willpower? I just can't do this. So if you're listening to that, listen to how we talk to ourselves. We can't do this. We suck. It's useless. I give up. And I'm a big believer we are our thoughts. So when we're talking to ourselves that way, we're not helping ourselves. It's very detrimental. What we're doing is we make the foods we love, like lemon cake, like chocolate, might be chips for you, might be cheese, who knows? We make them bad. And we put them up on this pedestal where they're the almighty chocolate or chips or cheese or whatever it is. And guess what? We can't stop thinking about them, and we crave them. So then when stress hits, or boredom, or whatever our triggers are, we gravitate back to those foods that are up on these pedestals because they're the almighty best food ever, and we've made them bad, but we're stressed now, so let's just go eat them. And we eat them, right? And then what happens? We give in, basically, because of stress, because of the triggers. And then we eat, and then what happens? I don't know about you, but I then start with the guilt. Why did I do that? I shouldn't have done that. If I just hadn't done that, oh God, I suck. And we're back to that old pattern. We make guilt then a trigger to overeat because we go through beating ourselves up all over again. And then we're stressed and we're bored or we're tired or we're anxious or we're worried, we're guilty. And Dr. Michelle Mays is an emotional eating expert. And what she calls this is I want to make sure I get this right, the eat, repent, repeat cycle. And it makes so much sense, right? We eat something that we think is bad for us. We then repent. We have guilt, shame. And then it's a trigger now for us to eat again. So we repeat it. We eat again. And it just goes on over and over and over again. So one of the things that she talks about doing, and I've tried this and it works, and it's going to sound maybe super simple to you guys, but it works. So I wanted to share this with you today, and I want you to try it if you're so inclined. And I want you to let us know in the comments below, or you can private message me if you want. How did it feel? Did it work for you? And it's super easy. So here's what you do. You're sitting looking at your piece of lemon cake, your piece of chocolate, your bag of chips, whatever it might be for you. And you sit there and instead of mindlessly just starting to shove it in, like we sometimes do, you do this. You look at it and you say, do I really, 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 really? Did you count the number of times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Sorry, 4 times. I can't count. 4 times. So basically, you do that 4 times. And what you will do is you say, I really, really, really want, or do I really, really, really want? And then whatever the item is. And what you've done is you triggered your mind to think. You've brought yourself into the present moment, looking at this food and thinking, do I really, 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 really want chocolate? And then you might go, you know what? I don't. It's amazing. It actually works. And it may not work every time, but it's a method to put you into mindfulness, into the present, looking, with this food in front of you. Because let's face it, and I think we might have all tried this, if you think, you know what, I'm not going to have that chocolate or that bag of chips or that piece of cheese. I'll just have 2 rice cakes instead. Well, we know how that works, don't we? How many rice cakes does it take for you to be satisfied? It could take dozens. It may not satisfy you at all. So when we think of these foods that we love, it's about moderation. And it's about mindfully trying to eat a little bit of these foods. It's the adding on instead of deprivation. So I'm going to ask you to try the do I really, 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 really want X, whatever that is, and see how that works for you. I'm hoping that helps. It did with me. It's helped me several times now. And you can do it silently in your mind, so nobody has to know you're doing it, or you can do it out loud, whatever you want. Anyways, that's my tip for the day. I'm going to be back next Wednesday. And please comment below if you try it and let me know what you think. Or like I said, if you want to private message me, you can. Yeah, that's it, guys. So I'm still on my journey, and I'm glad that you're coming along with me. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.